right, everyone gets angry sometimes, but what really sets people apart is how they handle that anger. You definitely don't want to get on the wrong side of an alpha male that could lead to some serious trouble, but you absolutely do not want to mess with a sigma male. These individuals are a whole different breed. They're unpredictable, and their reactions can be totally unexpected. While everything might seem calm on the surface, you never know what may. This isn't to say that sigma males are angry all the time. They're actually quite laid back and reserved. But if you really push their buttons, things can get pretty interesting. It's hard to read them, and that's what makes them so dangerous. While you can easily predict how some people will react when they get mad, with sigma men, you never know what's coming. It's like playing a game of Russian roulette. Here are 10 unusual reactions when sigma males get mad. Number 1. They turn silence into their secret weapon. It's not uncommon for people to lash out, explode, or let their frustration fly when they get mad. But for some, silence speaks louder than words. Turning silence into their secret weapon when getting mad can be a powerful tactic. By withholding their words, sigma males force the other person to sit with the tension and discomfort of the situation. It can also be a way for them to step back and calm down before saying something they may regret. While some may see this as passive-aggressive behavior, it can actually be a sign of emotional intelligence and self-control. Instead of reacting with words or physical actions, choosing silence as a reaction can create a range of emotions and thoughts in the other person, making them question their behavior and actions. From frustration and annoyance to curiosity and confusion, silence can provoke various reactions in others. And that's exactly what sigma males want, to throw their opponent off balance and keep them guessing, controlling the situation without saying a word. The message sent through silence can be more powerful than any spoken word. Even though it may seem like nothing is happening on the surface, there could be a lot going on in the mind of a sigma when he chooses to remain silent. As the saying goes, still waters run deep. Number 2, they become brutally honest and direct. Despite their usual reserved and elusive behavior, sigma males can become brutally honest and direct when angry. This sudden shift in communication style can shock and disarm those around them. Known for their strategic thinking and calculated actions, sigma men choose to speak their mind without holding back when they're mad. They may call out someone's wrongdoings or express their frustration in an unfiltered and blunt manner. This approach can be a way for them to regain control of the situation and let off some steam. These individuals are usually very observant and have a keen eye for detail, so chances are they've been keeping track of every little thing that has upset them. When they finally reach their breaking point, it all comes pouring out in a no-holds-barred manner. This level of honesty and directness can intimidate others, especially if they're not used to seeing this side of sigma. Even though it may feel like a personal attack, their intentions are not malicious. They simply want to be heard and understood. Many people appreciate this honesty and consider it the right thing to do, while others may feel overwhelmed or even scared by it. Number 3, they become a force to be reckoned with. While sigma men may seem calm and collected on the surface, their anger can bring out a whole new side of them. They are known for their intelligence and strategic thinking, which can make them formidable opponents when it comes to conflict. When these men get mad, they can become laser-focused and determined to achieve their goals, even if it means going against the norm. While others may resort to aggression or violence, sigma males may lurk in the shadows, quietly plotting their next move. You don't want to underestimate them. They can strike when you least expect it. They can be highly manipulative and know exactly how to get what they want, even if it means using unexpected methods. While this behavior may not be ideal, it can also remind you to never underestimate the quiet ones. Many say that sigma men are like silent assassins, always thinking and strategizing, ready to strike at the right moment with precision and accuracy. While this may sound scary, you'll see this side only when you really push them to their limits. For the most part, they prefer to keep their heads down and avoid conflict, as they don't want to attract unnecessary attention. They prefer to go about their business unnoticed, always under the radar. Number 4. They know when it's time to walk away. Not every conflict needs to be resolved immediately, and sometimes the best solution is to take a break and come back to it with a clear mind. This also put the Sigma in a position of power and control, leaving the other person to wonder why he didn't react as expected. This kind of detachment can be very powerful, showing that Sigma men are not slaves to their emotions or external circumstances. They choose when to engage and when to walk away, rather than being controlled by their anger. This doesn't mean they're avoiding the issue or running away from their problems. They just have the wisdom and maturity to recognize when it's time to step back or end a conflict for everyone's well-being. They also know that walking away doesn't mean giving up or surrendering. It simply means choosing to put their mental and emotional health first, rather than engaging in a destructive cycle of anger and conflict. Even if the other person doesn't understand it at the time, watching a Sigma walk away from a heated situation is like a powerful lesson in emotional maturity and self-control. As the old saying goes, a man who knows when to stay and fight and when to walk away is a wise man indeed. Number 5. They wonder if the other person can handle their inner power. Have you ever been afraid of your own anger? It's a common feeling for many Sigmas that often leads to whether the other person can handle their inner power when they get mad. This comes from their recognition of the intensity of their emotions and the impact they can have on others. Sigmas are not quick to anger, but when they do, their power and intensity can be overwhelming for those around them. They may worry about causing harm or damage, especially if that person is not equipped to handle it. This concern may manifest as hesitation, thinking twice before expressing anger, or even holding back entirely. While an alpha male may not hesitate to assert their dominance in anger, a Sigma is more likely to evaluate the potential consequences of his actions and choose his battles wisely. He understands that with great power comes great responsibility, and he may not want to cause harm or damage in the heat of the moment. So while he may have a powerful inner strength that can be intimidating at times, the Sigma man also deeply understands his capability. Number 6. They forgive, but you can be sure they never forget. Despite being really angry, Sigma men are surprisingly good at letting go and forgiving past mistakes once they calm down. They don't hold grudges just to be petty or mean, but that doesn't mean they forget or let people get away with the same offense again. Sigma men have great memories and learn quickly from tough experiences. They keep tabs on those who wronged them, just in case it happens again. Forgiving brings them peace of mind, while their memory banks protect them from being taken advantage of twice. These guys believe in second chances, but not third or fourth ones. Mess with them once, and they'll cautiously give you another chance. Do it twice, and they'll slam the door shut for good. So while Sigma males try not to let anger or pain consume them, they're always on guard to prevent getting hurt again. Their memories become shields against future pain without keeping them stuck in the past. Forgetting is not an option, but genuine forgiveness still resides in their hearts. Number 7. They never allow their ego to steal the spotlight. No matter how mad they get, Sigma men don't let their ego or pride steal the show. As intense as these guys feel emotions, they're self-aware and careful not to let temporary feelings take over. So even when furious, they prioritize truth and principle over being right or saving face. They'd rather be seen as vulnerable than full of themselves if it means staying true to who they are. Anger can inflate the ego and create divisions if left unchecked, but they work on separating valid frustrations from just wounded pride. By staying grounded and not letting their ego get in the way, they ensure that anger leads to honesty rather than pettiness. They also avoid dramatic displays or outbursts that only boost their ego and harm others, causing the scene distracts from the real issues and diminishes their credibility. So instead of getting caught up in the ego-driven anger, Sigmas try to stay focused on finding solutions and communicating effectively. Their self-control comes from humility, not fake pride. Number 8. They retreat into their own world and shut people out. When emotions run high, it can be easy to feel overwhelmed and drained. This is especially true for Sigma men, who usually avoid conflicts and any negative energy. If their anger comes from external factors, they may choose to retreat into their own world and shut people out. While this is rare, it usually happens when they have been disrespected or betrayed by someone they trusted. They prefer to deal with their emotions privately, reflecting on every detail and analyzing the situation from all angles. Instead of doing some harm, they choose to let that person go, wondering what made them act in such a way. This introspection can last for hours, days, or even weeks, depending on the severity of the situation. While some may think that Sigmas just got depressed, they're actually connecting the dots and trying to understand what went wrong and how to better analyze people in the future. While they may seem distant and unapproachable during this time, it's just their mind trying to process everything that happened. They can't just let go of something that has upset them and move on without fully understanding it. This process may seem slow, but it's essential for their mental clarity and well-being. This is how Sigma males regroup and recharge, and that's why they come back stronger and wiser every single time. Number 9. They channel their anger into something productive. Anger can be a powerful emotion that either makes or breaks a person's experience. Some people may choose to suppress their anger or unleash it on others, causing harm to themselves or those around them. However, Sigma men choose to channel their anger into something productive, using it as a motivator for positive change. They may pour their anger into an intense workout session, or they may turn it into a creative outlet. While others may see this as bottling up their emotions, Sigma men use it to control and direct their energy towards something constructive. We all have the ability to choose how we respond to our emotions, so why not use it in a way that benefits us? I know, it's easier said than done, but how many times have we regretted our actions or words when we acted out of anger? Channeling anger into something productive not only helps us release that energy, but also allows us to turn a negative emotion into something positive. As the saying goes, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Number 10. They become even more observant and analytical. It's no secret that our emotions can affect how we think and behave. When it comes to anger, however, some people seem to become even more hyper-focused on their surroundings and the people around them. This might seem counterintuitive. After all, anger is typically associated with impulsivity and irrationality. But for Sigma, the intense emotions that come with anger can actually heighten focus and attention to detail. It's as if their brain is automatically honing in on every little detail, searching for new information to help make sense of the situation. Of course, this amplified awareness can also have negative consequences if it's not temperate. It's super easy to get stuck on just one idea or way of looking at things, instead of considering different perspectives. However, when used effectively, this keen sense of observation and analysis allows Sigma men to see potential solutions and gain a deeper understanding. It also helps them identify patterns, which can be helpful when trying to prevent similar conflicts in the future. They try to step back and make sense logically without letting their emotions cloud their judgment. There's a saying that goes, "When you are angry, you will see red." So never make a decision when you are angry, because chances are you won't be able to make the best one. If this video resonated with you, consider subscribing to our channel for more content on the Sigma personality and other related topics. Don't forget to hit the like button and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Share this video with someone you think needs to see it. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.